Yo, what up, man? It's your boy 20Twin, man, and we here. Oh my god, we here now. I was debating with myself. I said, self, do you want this to be one video? You want it to be two videos, or do you want it to just I couldn't decide. So I think 9 times out of 10, I'm going to make this 2 separate videos. And I think what I'm going to do, shout out to all my people that's on mobile, whether it's an iPad, cell phone, whatever, etc., right? Every video that I'm going to do as far as customization is concerned, if can, I'm going to do it on mobile as well, just so you know you can do it on there as well. So take heed to that. Shout out to everybody from the previous year. They was like, yo, do it on mobile, got caught up, whatever have you, right? So how to create or how to make a tattoo on WWE 2K24. We about to get it straight into it, baby. Now, first and foremost, y'all looking at that, y'all should be looking at Photoshop, right? I'm using Photoshop. Anybody else like, what app you using? What app you use? I'm using Photoshop, right? Now you can use any graphic manipulation type of software. You can probably use Canva. You can use GIMP. GIMP is where I started from. My graphic design, my history. I started on GIMP. That's a free source graphic manipulator. Excuse me, or image manipulator, whatever have you, where you can manipulate images and do this and do that. Either or. I'm using Photoshop, the older version of Photoshop, but it's still Photoshop. Right now, as you see right here, excuse me, we have the tattoo, in which I'm about to show you here, because this is, you want your tattoo to look like this, right? You want tattoos like this. Right, and as you see, I have my mother on the chest, and then I have my name on my stomach. Right, as you see this tattoo right here in Photoshop, this is the actual tattoo. It's been a while since I've done a tattoo, but you don't forget things like this. But excuse me, I will say, starting off, we all know the base image. The image should be 512 by 512. All right, now with that being said, let me make sure we straight. Okay, the background, my background, I always use whatever the background that your skin tone may be. So if you're a white guy, or if you're a Hispanic guy, or whatever, etc., right? Try to use a background color that depicts your pigment, if you will, right? So with me, or your character's pigment, that's what I'm referring to, your creator wrestler's skin tone. This is the skin tone that I'm using. And it just gives you a better contrast when you're doing the actual tattoo. Now, also, we want to talk about the color of the tattoo. Now, me personally, the color of the tattoos that I like dealing with are like greenish, like dark green. You get what I'm saying? Like, you could do other colors too, but let's just stick to dark green for right now. And for this example, we're not going to be doing any designs or anything like that. We're just strictly doing your basic name tattoo, or your or number tattoo, or whatever have you. You get what I'm saying? So take heed to that. All right. So starting off, we're going to have a 512 by 512 template, right? And I do want this. I'm going to duplicate this layer, right? Just because I don't have the color. I don't have this color, right? I don't know what this color is, right? And I don't want to put it in my palette over here, right? So you want to fill a layer. You want to create a layer in which, let me see. This skin tone, if anyone has a similar skin tone to myself, red 148, green 77, blue 0, right? Or the hex code hashtag N 944 lowercase d 00, right? All right, so oh my god, I didn't mean to do that. It don't matter. Okay, so you want to create a new layer, right? Create a new layer, because I didn't mean to get rid of this green right here. You want to create a new layer, and then you want to fill that layer with whatever your skin tone is, whatever your skin tone, your creative wrestler, whatever your creative wrestler skin tone is, right? So that's going to be the first step. Second step, we're going to need the color of the ink that we want, and I'm going to use this. Hopefully it carries over. Okay, it carries over. All right, now the color, this green that I'm using, it is the RGB code is 13 red, 27 green, 0 blue. All right, and the hex code is hashtag 0 lowercase d 1 lowercase b 00. All right, so it's like closer to black, but it's like a green. It's a dark green, right? All right, so now that we have our color, now that we have our, our tattoo color, And now that we have our background, and like I said, this is I did not say it, but you should know if you've been watching me. And if you just searched me up, this is an in-depth tutorial. Please don't expect to get a high definition type of tattoo that I'm about to display in 5 minutes. No, we're not doing that. This is an in-depth tutorial for those of you who want to actually learn how to do it, so you can watch this video once or twice and then go and do it from here on out. All right, okay, we good? All right. Now, next up, we want our text. Now, my brother, I do have a female character on WWE. I do need to do her, so I may do her on the phone version. But I did ask my brother, did he want the tattoo, for example, and he said yes. So his name is Big Boy, right? Big Boy. He wanted it side by side. He did not wanted it one on top, one on the bottom. You get what I'm saying? He didn't want Big Boy. He wanted Big Boy left to right. All right. So Big Boy, that's the text, and we don't want it that small. Let's do 100. Is 100? 100 look good. 100 look good. Let's do 200. 200. Ooh, 200 too big. 200 too big. Let's do buck 50. Buck 50, right? Let's do 150. And this is not the text that I'm going to use, or excuse me, the font that I'm going to use. But we already have what we want, right? So whatever your name is or whatever the font is, go ahead and get that settled. Now we want to go into fonts. Now you can go download fonts. I think I mentioned this in previous videos from TWINdaPRODUCER. It's a safe source. As of right now, it's a safe source. You can download fonts, and if you have Photoshop or whatever graphic manipulation program you may have, or image program you may have, image editing program, it'll probably show up. But like on phone, like on cell phone, I'm saying this now, you can do it as well, but you would have to go into the files and actually try to see if they can import those fonts. You get what I'm saying? So take heed to that. All right, now we want to find a font, a tattoo type of font, right? We could do Old English. I should have asked him what kind of font he wanted. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go through the fonts, and I know, see, like cursive, that looks good. Cursive looks good. This may be good as well. This night. No, see, this is that's like an outline text. All right. You want something bold, but you also want something luxurious. You feel me? It looks luxurious. You know. Whatever font, you could just use the regular font if you want. See, I'm already in my head. See, Big Boy, this right here looks good. This is Vampire Wars. I like the way this look. Right, I'm trying to think of his character. Big Boy, right? Matter of fact, let's retype this. Let's do, whoa, I'm in the wrong place. Let's retype this. Let's do big. We need a different font that gives us we need a different, there we go, okay. We need a different font that gives us the capitalization and the lowercase, right? So let me make this as wide as possible. Text layer, right? Okay, we're gonna continue to go through. Big Boy, this looks good. This looks good. This looks better. I say bold because you do want to see that detail, all right? And it's been a while since I've done this, so I'm gonna use S heightening. I think you can download this, if I'm not mistaken. It's X heightening. As you see up here, X-HEIGHTING, right? I think you can download that. All right. So first thing, I mean, a couple of steps already done, right? We want to make sure this is centered. All right. So Big Boy is the tattoo that we're going to use. Now from here, I am going to take this text layer and I'm going to duplicate this text layer. All right. I'm going to duplicate it and I'm going to hide the original. You always want to make copies. The original, we're going to hide this, but the copy, we're going to rasterize this type because we actually want to edit on this. Like we want to erase it. We're going to do all those type of things. All right. So take heed to that. Now I have to go off of memory, but I don't remember my erasers and the opacity of my erasers, but it's always a trial and error. With that being said, we want to, in Photoshop, you want to select, you want to load your selection. The Big Boy, you want to load the selection, and now you want to go back to select, and you want to select, and you want to modify, and you want to contract this. Now, 2 might be perfect. Usually I do like 1. Let's do 2. 2 because you do want that outline of Big Boy, right? You want that outline of Big Boy, but we're shrinking this or we're contracting this font because we want to edit within Big Boy. Okay, so matter of fact, let me go back a bit. Don't do what I do. I'm just gonna duplicate this. You could go back and do what I do. Duplicate this layer so you always have an extra layer. All right. So we're gonna go back. We're gonna select, load selection, and then we're gonna select and we're gonna modify and we're gonna contract this to about 2. 2 should be good. 2 should be good. Now with 2, we want, with 2 contracted and it being shrunk down. All of this area, I'm gonna just show you what I mean. Now, this eraser is at 150 and its opacity is at 100%. If I can erase everything, right? As you see, I erased everything. Select, deselect, as you see, this is how it looks. So that's what we're doing. That's why we selected, okay? Excuse me. Now, for this instance, what I'm going to do, 150 is too big, so let's do 100 size brush. 100 size brush, and I have the soft brush. I have a 0 hardness on it. It's soft round pressure styles, right? That might be too big. Let's do 75. Let's do 75. Okay, 75 might be perfect. Okay, 75 is the size of my brush. Okay, now in the middle, I think I might want it smaller than that. I maybe want it smaller than that. Let's go 50, right? The text, I forget how big the text was, but either or, let's go 50. And we want to select here, and I want to hold shift down because it may not work on your side. That might be too much. That might be too much. Okay, so 50 may be too big. Let's do 20. Let's do a 20 size brush, size 20 brush, all right? And let's just go straight down the middle. This is just what I'm doing. I think that's too much. I think it's too big. I don't think we're gonna be able to do that. So I'm not even gonna press that. Let's go back to a 50 size brush, and then our opacity, right? Our opacity. Let's go to 25%. 25%, and then let's go down the middle. Now, matter of fact, let me not do down the middle. Now, say you're just adding your design, your detailing. So you may take your brush and you may stroke it, right? Let's go with a higher opacity. Let's go with a 50 opacity, right? On your brush. Now you want to just go throughout your letters and you want it to look as detailed as possible, right? So as you see here, and then if I select none, deselect, you see how it's getting that detail because I'm erasing within that constricted area, all right? So I'm gonna go back now. What I want to do, because his name is Big Boy, how do we want to do this? Okay, so with 50, I want to go from here. I want to make like a triangle. I want to go like a pyramid. I want to go like here, right? Big, and then from boy, I want to do the same thing over here, right? Same thing over here. So you still have a little bit of see, when you got it at 50, you have to okay, we just gonna have to leave that like that, right? When you have it at 50, if you go over it more than once, it's just gonna reapply, right? So for right now, we have I don't think this is done at all. So we're gonna go maybe stay at 50 and maybe go straight across. How does that look? I don't like the way that look. So maybe lower your brush size to like 25 and then go straight across. I don't like the way that look either, right? So maybe 25 and then just go through it as you just see I done, right? So now we want to select, and this is how the tattoo looks. Now I think this is too dark. I think it's too dark. So if this is too dark, maybe we could lower the opacity, but we don't want to do that. From here we want to select, we want to reselect that. All right, and we want to go to let's go up to 50. Matter of fact, let's go up to 75, right? And I'm trying to get this done as quickly as possible. I'm not rushing it, but at 75, and then let's do our opacity at 75, and then let's just go through. Ooh, that's too much. 55 is too much. 75 is too much. Let's go 25, right? 25. Okay, get rid of some of that dark area, right? I gotta let go of the brush. Okay, so wipe, let go. Go over the dark areas again, let go. Dark areas again, let go. Okay, so select, deselect. Let me see how that look. Okay, this doesn't look bad whatsoever. Now we want to get like that blur effect. Okay, so with that blur effect, I think I screwed up, but luckily we have this this duplicate right here. We want to duplicate this layer once more because we're going to use this layer. Okay, want to use this layer, and we want to select. Low selection, we want to do the same thing we did initially, right? Select, and we want to select, we want to contract it down to 2, and then we want to delete the inside of that, right? Select, deselect, okay? So that means the only thing you should have is the outline here, right? Hopefully you're following along, right? That's why I keep ending with right. Okay, so with that, now I want to blur these this outline. I want to blur it. I could go over it with the blur brush, but I'm actually going to blur it. I think I can use Gaussian blur. All All right, so you go to filter and you go to blur, maybe Gaussian blur. Let me see how Gaussian blur looks. Gaussian blur maybe too much. Two don't look bad. Two doesn't look bad. It gives that, you know, not so rough edges on the text. All right, so let's just go with a 2 for right now, and we're gonna see how this plays out. Right, so 2, that's the outline. Now we want to go back to the actual tattoo layer. Right, the tattoo. See, this is the blurred layer. Right, the outline. Let's see, blurred lines. All right, blurred lines, and then this is the actual tattoo details. All right, okay, so the tattoo details. Also the lining, I want to I don't think the lining should be that sharp. Right, I don't think the lining should be that sharp. So again, we're going to go to the original text layer, and we're going to select that. The only reason why we're doing that because we want the actual original formation of it. All right, so big boy, and then we want to select, and then we want to modify. We want to contract back down to 2. Okay, we want to deselect that. We don't want that being shown. We want to go to the tattoo detail, and then we want to inverse that. Select, we want to inverse that, right? And now we want to erase some of the outline, which we have it at 25. Could we do it here? Let's do it in the middle. Let's do it in the middle. Let's go all the way through the middle twice. Select, deselect. It's not really, I don't know if it's really erasing. All right, let me get rid of this here. Select none, and then let's do it here. I gotta select it. Right, I have to have it selected, and this is inverted. Let me see. Yes, it is doing it. It is doing the select. Okay. I'm not starting over, but I want to get rid of some of this. Whoa, it's going back too far. Hold up, y'all. Hold up now. Shift Control Z, because it's different in the newer. Okay, this is inverted right here, right? That's inverted. That got to be inverted. Okay. It's new and it's different in the older Photoshop, but it's way easier in the newer Photoshop. Okay. So with this, I could go ahead and edit this, but I have a feeling that the lining is too sharp. As you see, the lining on B is too sharp, right? It's too sharp, and I can't select this. I can't load this selection because I already have the details. You see the details? I already have that. That's why I selected here. Select. Can I select it without it being shown? Low selection, right? Low selection, and maybe I should have did its own layer. Like I said, it's been a while, but I don't think I have to do that. Okay, select, let's modify, let's contract this. Let's contract it by 2 once again. And everything that's selected is in the inside. So if I erase, it's going to erase everything on the inside. But if I inverse this, right, it's going to be everything on the outside. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just zoom in, right? I'm gonna zoom in so I can see what I'm dealing with, right? So I don't want the edges to be that sharp. So if I don't want them to be that sharp, let's do 75. Let's do 75, and let's lower this brush down to the brush size down to like 50, right? And the corner, is that cool? That's not cool. I don't like 75 for an opaque. Let's do 50. Let's see how 50 looks as an opaque. 50 isn't bad. So we're gonna do 50 as an opaque, right? So we're gonna keep like the corners. We're gonna keep the corners sharp. So the corners sharp. Let's just go all the way around and keep the shoulders cut. Let's go around twice, okay? And then just a couple of streaks here, and we actually touch this eye. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, let's just do that. All right, let's just keep some corners sharp, just to keep some of the detail, but not all of it. Right, go down here. Remember, we're erasing at a certain opaque, which is opacity of 50, right? We're using the eraser, and we're getting rid of those harsh lines. Whoa. Getting rid of those harsh lines. Not all of them, but some of them, right? Some of them. And you may want to go down to a lower brush size if it's interfering with, the other letters, like here. Let me go up to 75. 75 is too much, right? Let's go down to 25, right? Because I don't like how thick this is right here, right? So let me see how thick that is. Maybe go over here. Yeah, we can go over the the corners once more, even though as dark as they may be or harsh as they were, it may work out perfect, but we're gonna just go over it once more. All right, and we're gonna zoom out, select, deselect, and this is the tattoo. I don't like the way this came out. I don't like the way this right here came out at all. Right, it's like it needs wait, hold up, there we go. Okay, it still look harsh though. It still look harsh. Maybe the blur, maybe get rid of the blur some. Let me see, 75, let's do 75. Nah, we're not gonna get rid of the blur. Okay, we are just going to see how this turned out. You get what I'm saying? Because like I said, once you're doing tattoo, maybe I didn't say, once you're doing a tattoo, we want this to be a PNG, right? It looks black here. We want to save this as, I'm gonna go ahead and save it as a PNG, then we're gonna upload it. All right, so I have that saved as a PNG. Let me save this as a PSD so I can come back to it. All right, so now that we already have this on PNG, we're gonna go over, hopefully you guys can see this, we're gonna go over to WWE and we're gonna upload 512 by 512. I'll probably blur this out. We're gonna go to tattoos and then we're gonna upload Big Boy Tattoo. All right, so we're gonna upload this. And it may not look as good as I want it to look, but we're gonna upload this. And now that that's uploaded, all right, I'm going to blur this out. All right, we're gonna switch back over to WWE and we're gonna see how it actually looks on camera. So like I said, when you're dealing with these tattoos, if you want it to look as realistic as possible, it's gonna be some trial and error. Trust me on that, all right? And I haven't done my tattoo. I don't think I've done a tattoo this year. I think the tattoo was from last year. All right, so we're gonna switch over to WWE and we're gonna go to online and community creations. Hopefully you know how to upload the images and everything like that. Image manager. And like I said, unable to communicate the bullshit. We want to, those harsh lines, that's what I want to get rid of. So if there's an issue, it may be the harsh lines. Hopefully. Yes, I could have cheated and just used my tattoo that I already had completed and done some things like that, but we don't move that type of way over here, all right? It says we've been recording for more than 22 minutes, but I'll be able to cut that down, all right? So we're gonna go back to communications, online community creations, and our incoming should have our tattoo. It should. Okay, so we have Big Boy here. And again, it's basically just taking the font, using the correct color that you want and just going in with different variation of opaque and sizes of your eraser to get that tattoo effect, if you will. Now, mind you, you don't have to erase or do anything. You can just get the color and just upload it that way. If that's what float your boat, you can do that as well. But that's not what we're doing over here. I'm giving you in-depth tutorial on how to actually get that realistic tattoo. And the same goes for if you have like a portrait or if you have a design, like you may want to go in. I haven't done a design. I haven't really sat down to do designs, but it's the same thing. All right. So we're going to go to one of my brother's characters, right? And we're going to go to, where do we go to? We're going to go to attire, right? So we're going to go to attire. We're going to go here and we want to go to appearance. His upper body, we want to get rid of these tattoos he has on his torso, right? That one tattoo. And we're going to add custom images. And we want to go to Big Boy Tattoo. Let's see how that looks. Now, my judge of character is simply, ooh, I think that's cool. I think we did that first go round. Look at that. I think it's epic. I think it could be blurred a bit more. Did I not save it? Save those blurred lines? I did save the blurred lines. Okay, maybe I need to go in and blur it. Maybe that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do that, all right? We're in a good space right now, so take heed to that. But as you see, this is the tattoo. This is how the tattoo came out. And of course you want to make it as big as you may want. And again, this may be too bulky for him, but I don't think that looks bad at all. Look at that, Big Boy. I don't think it looked bad at all. Like, let me know what y'all think, man. Drop a like, share the video, leave a comment. Let me know, yo, twin. Yeah, that came out cool. Look, it matched. Look at our mother name, right? Our mother name, right? I think here, that's what I was trying to go for. I was trying to go straight down the middle, which I do that. We're gonna go back and we're gonna do it again, right? We're gonna go back and we're gonna do it again. All right. So I mean, you searched at the video. I'm just giving you the game. I'm giving you the game, baby. I'm giving you the game. We're gonna back out of here, back on Photoshop. Okay. So with Photoshop, we know now that, first of all, let's turn this complexion back on. First of all, me personally, I would love, I don't want it to go, okay, we're gonna have to select this, low selection. Okay, select, modify, contract to. So you have that form that you've always been dealing with. We're gonna go back to the tattoo detail layer, and we do want that line. Do we want it at 50? I think 50 might be cool. Okay, so at 50, we do want that at 100, right? We want that line, and we want it to go straight across. Straight across. I don't know how that's gonna look though. It may be cool. It may be cool. Let's not do a 50 size brush. Let's do a 40. I like to do multiples. Let's do a 40 size brush. And let's go straight down the middle. Let's go a little lower than that. Let's go here. Straight down the middle. I'm holding shift to get a straight line. To attempt to get a straight line. I think 40 is too big. Let's go to 20. Let's go to a 20 size brush. 20 size brush. Let's go straight across. That's not straight across, but it's just not giving me what I want. All right, so let me see. Let's do. All right, so let's just use that as a template. If all else fell, I just started all over, right? So at 100 opacity, we have a 20 size brush. So now I'm gonna go down to, let's just say, a 50, right? I'm gonna go 50, and then right on top of that line, we're gonna go on that. I think that's too much. I think that is too much. Let's go 25. Let's go 25, okay? Right above that 100 line, there we go. We want, and right below it, because you want it to blend in, right? Now, also, you could use your blur, your smudge tool, right? Your smudge tool, in which the script I have it set at 75 already, but let's make this a size 25. Hopefully I'm not going too fast for you guys. Hopefully you're familiar with photos. Oh no, that's too much. That strength is too much. I'm gonna turn that strength down to 15, maybe 15. See, I can't really see what I'm working with, right? So I can just go left and right. I can go up and down as well too. And let's do. I would have to zoom in to see exactly what I'm doing, because I could lower this brush down to maybe 15, right? And then I can smudge this. I can smudge it so it looks good, but I don't think that's gonna come out as good as I want it to, right? Because now I'm just into the detail. It may not look like anything is going on, but it is. I'm smudging, which basically is like another variation of blurring, right? Let me blur this up into that cause we fading, right? If you know anything about cutting hair, we don't want it to be a sharp ball line. We want it to be faded, right? So that's what I'm basically doing here. I'm fading that ball line that we just put in, right? Fading that some bitch, right? What else was the issues? I needed more blur, right? Okay, so select, and I want to inverse and smudge. I could use smudge. Smudge is gonna do that. We're gonna blur it though. We want to blur. So we're gonna go to our blur tool, and the strength is at 50. I think 50 is cool. See, if I actually had my thing plugged up, I could actually my little pencil, actually do it with the pencil, but it's cool. So I'm using my blur tool, and I'm just going over each letter. Right, hopefully it gets rid of that harshness. And my blur is set at 50 with a scale of 13. The size is 13. Again, when we do mobile, we may not be able to get this detailed, but it's not like we're gonna have a bum tattoo. Long as we have blur, long as we have the color that we need, long as we have the font that we need, we can make it happen, Captain. You heard? We can make it happen. So if you're watching and you're looking for the mobile version or the cell phone version or the iPad version, like you see how I'm blurring it in, I think this should be perfect. I think this should be good. I think we're in a good place right now, right? If you're looking for that, it is coming, but I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to do groups of customization. So, the entrance video, because I've never done an entrance video, Titantron video, tattoo video, maybe a tire video, logo video, etc., etc. Want like those. I think I would do like tattoo video. This isn't the order because I don't know what the next video may be, but tattoo video, entrance video, attire video, how to get multiple attire videos, right? That, and then I may do come back and do the tattoo version on cell phone. You get what I'm saying? Or the logo version on mobile, and then get back to regular scheduled programming. You get what I'm saying? Just so it actually fits. You know, I don't want to do this tattoo video on PC or, you know, just in general, and then right after this do the cell phone. You get what I'm saying? Because my subscribers, they don't send out notifications on my channel, so I'm always hitting the Google algorithm. So take heed. But we just blurred each line. Now we're going to select and we're going to deselect, and we're going to see how that looks. I didn't unsharpen this. We can do it. We can do it without it being selected. Right. As you see I'm blurring that. Right. And it should look like blurred vision. Like, okay, what is that? Okay. Also, I should have kept the character on screen. I don't like, it was something that I didn't like. I forget what it was. See, now this is just the tattoo without those blurred lines. The blurred lines still gives us that that detailing. Now I could go across this with an eraser, and at 25, let me see, 25 isn't that bad. Let me see. Wait, hold on. Whoa, okay, that is not. Step forward. Edit, step forward. That's what I'm saying. It's not bad. So I think I'm gonna keep this opaque at 25 for this eraser at a size 20. I'm just gonna touch up on the darker areas going around, so it don't look too harsh. Remember, it's supposed to look like a real tattoo. Look at this. This look too harsh up here, right? And then again, that might be the detailing. Right? I don't have to go around the entire word, but wherever I see dark, you know, too dark, you don't want to look too dark. And also the tattoo detailing. Let me see. Could I go here? See, look, I could do that. Do I want to do that? I think this straight line is cool. If anything, I could do more smudges. You would right click on your blur tool or smudge tool or whatever to get that. I think we're gonna go with what we have, right? I think we're gonna go with what we have now. Remember, you have to make sure. See, this right here isn't blurred as good. I think this line is a blurred line. Let me see, blurred line. Let's get rid of here. Let's get rid of that a little bit. You know, sort of look a little bit more realistic, right? Where we put that ball line at, just a little bit more, right? That's at 25. Shouldn't do too much damage, but time we apply it to our player, it should look decent, right? And I think this is cool for right now. We want to remember, when you save it, get rid of the background. All right, so this is how it looks right now. I'm gonna go ahead and save this so I have it when I come back on the get back, right? But I'm gonna save this as a PNG as usual, and once I save this as a PNG, I'm gonna upload it. Then I'm gonna see you guys back over on WWE. All right, I'm doing my best to try to make this a good length type of video. All right, you guys. Now we back on WWE, and I just made a mistake and I deleted the last one, but I saved it as a different name. I didn't know. If you have an issue like when you uploading it, say you upload your first take and it's not what you wanted to blur your lines or do everything that I just done, you can save it as the same name, but you will have to go into WWE and actually delete that image that you uploaded, because they're not going to let you upload the same file with the same name. You get what I'm saying? So just change the name. Either change the name when you save it, or go in your game and delete that image that you know you're not going to use, and then re-upload the image, right, with the same name and everything like that. All right, so image manager, we should be good. We should be good. Again, like I said, the phone depends on what we're working with. I'm probably going to use the app called PixArt. Right now I'm using Photoshop. I'm probably going to use PixArt for the mobile version, but I'm pretty sure they have a blur. I'm pretty sure we can get certain fonts. I'm pretty sure we can get it done. But I wouldn't hold my breath if you thinking it's going to be like so detailed, right? It'll still look good, but it won't be as detailed as you can get this. And this right here, mind you, this is video sake. Like the big boy tattoo that I'm doing now, this is video sake. Like, imagine when I took my time and actually, you know, Big Boy, because his name is actually the chosen one. I could have done Big Boy and with the eye. Y'all know how I am with the logos. With the eye, I could have took chosen one, turned it into like a 1, and then put chosen 1 and then Big Boy. I could have just combined it, you know, a whole different type of way. But let's go to one of his characters. Right. Okay, attire. Let's go here. The one that he has no shirt on. Appearance, upper body. Let's get rid of this body tattoo. And then let's put on the new, ooh, not that. They got to do better with these tattoos too in the game, but it is what it is, right? Okay, so I didn't delete it here. I could have sworn I deleted it on WWE 2K, but this is the most recent one, right? That was cute. Yeah, this is the recent one. Okay, so we want to zoom in. Look, I think it look a bit better, right? I think it look a bit better now. The only thing I would do about this looks like camouflage, right? I think I can go in and I can, which I'm not gonna do. Like, this is how I would do it if I was to put it on his character, right? Big boy, this is right. I don't think that looks bad at all, right? But what I would do, I would go in and probably take away some of these dark areas. That's what I was looking for. Like, I was like, what am I missing? I got to get rid of some of these dark areas, right? Like, I can't point to it, but you know, on the top of the eye, the top of the G, bottom of the eye, like maybe lighten that a bit. Maybe fade in that ball line a bit more, but or make it darker around the edges, right? And then just fade it in. Like I said, this tattoo, the Janet tattoo at the top, that's like the best. You know what I mean? That's like actually taking your time, and it's gonna take more than one upload to actually see what you have going on. But I think for like right now, I think this is good. Like, I would ask my brother, and he'd be like, yeah, I fuck with that. I like that. So if anything, I could put like a shadow behind it. Maybe put you know, you could put like a design behind it. Maybe do like, if you're gonna put, let's just say you put leaves or some shit. Like, you might get leaves and you want to select it, and then you want to contract it, and then you want to just delete some of that texture so it blends in with your skin on your character. But that right there concludes the video, man. I think that right there gives you guys a good view on it. And like I said, this video, I'm actually going to upload this so he can get it. So your name is Big Boy, if your character is Big Boy, is actually going to be there for the taking. But again, I wouldn't, me personally, would I stop here? No, I would not stop here. I see where I need to get in there and see the ball line, that straight 100% erase line. I would get in there and I would fade that, right? So whether I'm smudging it, whether I'm lowering opacity on the eraser or raising the opacity on the eraser, and I'm fading that in so it actually looks more realistic, like this Janet tattoo. You get what I'm saying? Like, I did a hell of a job with that. But again, that's all shading, that's all detailing, like I said. And I could start it over, but we already at like 30 plus minutes. If you guys did not, you should have a tattoo right now. But if you did not, it's like, okay, all right, twin, you might got to do this over, bro. You did it a little too fast or whatever. Hopefully not. Hopefully you like, oh shit, I got it. Thank you, twin. You feel me? Thank you for actually watching, clicking on the video, and watching all the way into this point. Now, like I said, the mobile version and the cell phone version or whatever have you, that is coming within the future. But for right now, I mean, it's the same steps. It's the same steps. The only difference is you're using a cell phone and you may be using a different program. So like I said, PixArt, I've mentioned that in previous WWE 2K videos. PixArt is one of my main picture manipulation programs. Another one that I use that I'm not going to display because they're not good as far as business. But PixArt is free to use. I think now they're using like ads and things like that. Just back out. You know what I mean? But PixArt is the same steps. You would do the same steps. Now, twin, how do you select it? I think that may be an issue, but we can always bypass that. You heard? We can always bypass that one way or another. Then again, I may come up with another program to use, but it's the same steps in this video that it will be in the mobile version. But the mobile version will be coming up later. All right, y'all, let me know what y'all think about the video in the comment section. Till next time, it's D-Boy Twin. You guys, look, be yourself or be everybody else, and I'm out. Peace.